Alright, so let's start with the stream. I'm sorry, I just had a mic muted, so I was just talking for like a minute and then I realized it. So, this is my first stream, and today I'm going to show you how to create this candle from Buttlers. I was kind of sitting at home thinking how should I like approach learning 3D design because I'm kind of stuck lately. And I just picked a random object I had at home and I just recently bought a candle. It's amazing. So I always think about creating so big environments, you know, the end game stuff, but I don't know how to do it. So I've decided to start small and start creating everyday objects I have around me. So we'll start with this candle. By the end, it's gonna look like this. It's gonna have a smaller sticker, kind of smaller, not really smaller, but small. I was kind of doing it once, the model. This is like my first try, and I made it quite big. It's going to be small, as I said. And I hope you are going to enjoy my stream. And maybe let's just get to it and start creating. So I'm going to use Maya. I don't actually know who is watching my stream, how good you are at 3D modeling or anything. So I'm just going to try to tell you what I'm doing, how I'm doing exact things, so you can tag along with me and even try to. And we'll see how that works. If you like don't know how to do anything or I'm too fast for you, just write it in the chat and I'll tell you how I did it, or like get a step back and show you again. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is tap on Shift, right click, and create a cylinder. I want the cylinder to have more divisions so I can work with it more freely and I can adjust my sticker later because I'm going to use selection in the Cinema 4D. So we need like 80 axis divisions. That's just the number I figured out along the process, and we are going to enlarge it so we can work with it nicely. Yeah, that's it. And the cylinder is not going to be that tall. The candle is not like really tall. I'm going to disable the grid. And now we can start with blocking the candle out. I mean, not the actual candle. For now, just the glass the candle's in. Then we'll jump on a candle, and then we'll do the plastic cap that looks like goldish, but you know, it's actual plastic. So we need to select faces. I'll hold the tab and select all the faces I have here so I can delete them. And it's starting to look quite like it, not like actually like it, but you know, we are at the start of the process. We are going to select the edge and extrude it with Ctrl E. the sides are not actually relevant, the objects are small, so we need to like think about that. They should be something like this, so I'll just leave it like that and confirm it with Q. Select the move tool, hold shift and extrude it down. Yes, like that. Now I'm going to hit Ctrl E again and create the bottom. We need to switch to vertices. Just zoom in, select all the vertices and merge vertices. Oh, we selected something we didn't want to select. Merge vertices to center. Yeah, that's quite like it. We are going to adjust the bottom later. For now, we can just leave it like this. And now, when I subdivide it by tapping on 3 on my keyboard, it quite doesn't look like a glass on a candle, you know? So we need to add supports so we can get like those nice edges. So I'll select the edge here, here, and here. Those 3 edges are going to be quite the same. Well, not actually, but quite the same. And the bottom edge is going to be quite bigger. So we'll do that later. Now I'll press Ctrl B, switch to the slowest, turn the chamfer off, and move it. I really want those lines to look like they are touching, so I can delete them because I just need one line in the middle. This should be enough. Select those 2, hit Ctrl Delete, and you know, the top starts to look like actual edges. But I want it to be more rounded, so I'm going to select those 2 edges and move them quite a bit down. Yeah, that's more like it. Maybe a bit up. Yeah. We want to Ctrl B the bottom too. We want to bevel it. So I'll just move it a bit down. Yeah. You want the bottom to be quite rounded, so something like this should do. And right now I'm going to actually adjust the bottom of it. So I'm going to press space, switch to different views, switch to wireframe, select bottom, move it down. The bottom of the candle is actually quite large. So we are going to move it somewhere around here. It's quite a heavy candle and the bottom's doing a lot of weight, so we don't want it to look thin. Something like this. This should do. Now I'll just subdivide it again, take a look at it. Yeah, that's exactly how it should be. On the bottom of the candle, there's actually quite more detail, so we'll select the edges. Actually, no. We'll select the faces again, and we are going to delete them again. Now I'll select the move tool, press shift, move it a bit down. So we have like this nice circle. Ctrl E to extrude it again. I'll switch to medium so we can move it. Switch to vertices. Zoom it a bit. I hope that I don't have anything else selected. You know, let's just turn on camera-based selection. Merge vertices. Yeah, you know, that's what I was afraid of. Merge vertices. Oh man. Doesn't want to select one. Yeah. This should be it. We just need to add more supports here, because if you take a look at it, it's not looking quite right. So I'll switch to edges, normal mode, and bevel the edges again. Turn the chamfer off, switch to slowest, and just again, I want it to look like it's actually touching. Want to delete those 2, select multicut by pressing M. hold Control and middle click so it places exactly in the middle. Yeah, that's it. So when we subdivide it, it starts to look like our glass of the candle. We've got a really hard edge here. It's not that hard. Maybe we are even going to make it harder. And really soft edge here. I want maybe to make this edge even harder. So I'll kind of adjust it. So it looks like really hard edge. Yeah, that's quite more like it. Now we need to create the inside, which is the candle. I'm not going to give much detail to the candle, so I'll switch to edges. It's going to be just a cylinder inside. We don't need the detail of that because it's going to be closed inside. So I'll select this edge, select the move tool, extrude it. Now switch to faces. Turn my camera base selection off. Select all the faces and then extract them, which will create two separate objects for us. Can work with them like this. And for now, I'll hide the glass. I want to close this up, so I'll close the up and the bottom. So let's select those edges. Oh, something. Yeah, I see where's the problem. So we need to fix this face, which has bad normals. So go to face normals and conform normals. This will fix it. Okay, and now we can finally do it. So Control E, local translate Z, edge. No, we're going to switch to vertices. We are going to merge them. And we are going to do the same for the bottom. So we're going to do this, vertices again, merge vertices to center. Yeah, everything looks in order. Again, when I subdivide it, it's going to look weird. So we need to add supports. So I'm just going to select those two edges, bevel them without chamfer. I don't like to have medium on this. Let's turn it to slowest. Yeah, the candle's quite rounded. That should do it. Now we need to, yeah. I'm going to make it a bit smaller. So it actually, the faces doesn't touch the faces of our glass. I just need to reset my pivot. So I'll tap on D and right click, reset pivot, tap on D again. And right now it's in the center. So that should do it. Maybe make it a bit larger so we don't have that much space. Going to switch to side view. Oh man, I hate when this happens. Okay, switch to vertices. Move this down. The bottom. This should work. We want the top to have some space, so I'll just move it down. What, like this? This is great, actually. We've got a candle inside, we've got a glass, and now we are going to create a cap. Maybe let's move it even more. Something like this. Okay, that looks great. And let's create a cap. So again, we are going to repeat what we've just did, just with the outer edge. So I'll just extrude it. Yeah, we've got bad normal here, we'll fix that. Select all the faces, extract them, select my object, reset the pivot as I said, and now we need to select the faces again, conform normals. Great. The gap is not actually really huge, it's just small. So I want it to look somewhat like this. Move it down so we can picture it. Scale it up. I just want to look at a photo here, how like big it is actually. Yeah. All right. We need to make some space for inner side. We can scale up later though, so that shouldn't be a problem. Select the edge, extrude it inside. Vertex. Merge vertices to center. So we've got a base of our cap. Just double check how it looks. Yeah, it should look somewhat like this. And maybe you want to select all the vertices on top, move them up a bit, more up, yeah, somewhat like this. And now we need to create the inside. So I'll hide everything and switch to edges. I want to extrude this. The side is going to be real thin. We don't want it to be large or anything like that. Now we just need to extrude it up. Extrude it again so we can close it. Switch to vertices. Merge them to center. That's exactly how we want it. I'll just switch to side view and move the inside up so we can have it. Yeah, it should be something like this. Let's switch to edges and add supports, like we did previously. So the top is going to be quite rounded, but not that much. So yeah, something like this should do. And let's do the rest. Switch to the edges. Control B. Take a look, very close look at this. Yeah, let's delete those edges. Multicut. Oh. Doesn't want to insert the loop. I don't know where is the problem. Okay. We'll delete just one edge. I don't think I see the problem. This should work. Yeah, it works. Just delete the edge. Yeah, now it works. Along the way of creating 3D, I've discovered the real work of 3D artists is sometimes just resolving the problems with the software, kind of figuring out the way how to solve the problem with the software, troubleshooting. So I'm going to unhide everything. This should be our candle 3D model. Let's just Move the cap so it sits. Like this. Should be it. And we are just going to add some more support loops because we want to add a sticker later. So we need some space for that. I'm actually thinking of adding even more. Yeah, that's exactly how I like it. I'm actually kind of thinking about making this. Yes, this is awesome. All right. So we have all the edges, we have all the support loops. What we are going to do right now is maybe last thing, just adjust the cap. Yeah, this is it. Just ensure it's sitting. Yeah, that should be it. All right. You've got all the support loops we need. We've got the base 3D model. So that should be good. I'm just double checking if everything is all in order. Just check. Yeah, let's maybe make the cap smaller. Something like this. Switch to vertices. Make the top taller a bit. Yeah, that's actually better. Let's just ensure it sits again. Like this. And our 3D model should be ready to export. So I'm going to hit File, Export All, FBX, Export All. I'll just export it to Downloads. Candle stream is going to be the name. And let's just fire up Cinema 4D so we can actually put some shaders on it, texture it, make it actually look like on this photo. I hope we are going to finish this today. So I'll just switch to Cinema and we'll import our 3D model. So I'll just import it. Got it here. I want to get rid of all the crap I have in here. So we just need those 3 objects and the rest we can delete. Want to get rid of the UVs. I want to get rid of the textures. We want to fire up the Octane. Kind of takes quite some time to open it. Right, here it is. I want to move it here so we can see what we are doing actually. So we've got our 3D model here, and first thing is maybe going to be responsible and save it. So candle stream to downloads. All right. I know I shouldn't save it to downloads, but I'm kind of nervous about having my first stream. So we are going to select all those 3 objects and put an object tag on it and subdivide it by 3. Yeah, smooth. And next thing I want is HDRI environment, because I want to see how it performs in real environment. So I'll just import an HDR map. The important thing about HDR environment tag from OCTANE is that you need to click on a texture first and then import it. if you don't, it's not gonna look good. It's gonna look messed up, overexposed and everything. So you've got no HDR. HDR, I've chosen this one because it looks home environment. Basically where I would put it. I'll start with the actual glass. So I'll disable the cap. Let's just get rid of this shader. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to drink. So cheers. By the way, if there's something wrong with the stream or anything like that, just write me in the chat if you want different music, louder music, something. Just I'm trying to figure out how to do these things. It's my first stream, so let's just start with creating OCTANE material, add it on the glass, and actually make it look like glass. So I'll open my node editor. I'll just put it here so we can see what is happening. Okay, am I lagging a lot? Or just... Hi there. Hi there, Robin. Great to see you guys talking. Am I lagging a lot when I render? All right. Okay, I'll just continue working on this. So we want to make this material actually glass, and for now, thanks. I don't know, it's my voice. I'm nervous actually. I'm really nervous, so I'm just kind of keeping my baseline, you know, sounding like baseline test from Blade Runner. So sorry about that. I hope it's gonna get better along the time. So I want the roughness to be at 1 now, so we can actually, yeah, and we want the transmission to be colored. But before we actually do that, I forgot to tell you guys to use the greatest setting of OCTANE. It's kind of looks relevant, looks more displays the perfect more the classic of yeah, that should I some more rendering stuff for the next time. Alright. So if our color okay. Okay, guys, give me just a second. I'll fix this. Just a second. Alright, this should be better. I at least hope it's better. Let's try rendering. I've actually noticed that it's quite jumping when I render. It's maybe because I'm using NVIDIA RTX voice and it's utilizing the same RTX core the I'm using for the stream. So it should be better now, I hope. Just, yeah, Octane thinking too many resources, man. Really, too many. Okay, I'm just looking at this candle and I'm thinking let's just put it back to 12%. I want it to be more colored. And let's actually color the candle. So I want the candle to be colored. Never forget to save the project, guys. When I was like actually trying to do this candle, I lost all my progress because Octane crashed my computer when I was trying to open LiveDB. So that was quite a fail. Alright, so we want this to be glossy material with maximum roughness. I'm not going to spend too much time on shader of the candle because it's not actually going to be visible. I don't want it to be visible. Maybe I'll spend some time on it later, but this is quite good for me right now. And we need to create the gold surface for a cap. I was quite thinking about how should I approach creating the golden surface, but then I just thought to myself, why not choose Open LiveDB from Octane? A lot of people shame using already done materials, but I think there's no shame about using it. You know, it's just utilizing your time. It's using what you already have at your hands. So there shouldn't be any shame in that. A lot of people speak on that topic. So we've got our glass top. Maybe I'm actually thinking about making it even smaller. Yeah, like this. This is better. All right. And before we start actually making it look more real, we want to add a sticker, actually the place for sticker. So I'll select the glass, select the faces, and I see I don't have the support lines I've inserted. That shouldn't be a problem because I'm going to select loop tool, just create them. I need to select the edge. Okay, with a bit down. And now we are going to select the faces for our sticker. Okay, this looks actually great. So I'll create another material, name it sticker, and place it here. All right, and immediately we see that it's not quite the size I want, so I'm just going to move the edges. I want to move this edge up. We want to move this edge down and move this edge even more up. And maybe this one. All right, and I'm going to select both of the edges and adjust it even more. So it's near the top, but not that close. And this is going to be our sticker. We are going to get back to it later. We are going to create a design in Figma and import it in Cinema 4D, create a shader out of it. It's going to be really adventurous. So let's actually make the glass of our candle kind of imperfect because, you know, in real world there's nothing perfect, and that's what divides good 3D from bad 3D, that final touch of imperfection. So I quite like to use Bridge from Quixel. It's a great library. Maybe I'm just going to save the project. All right. So the bridge. I think I've just, yeah. Okay. I maybe just want to, yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to do. I was just messing with my streaming software. So let's just search for imperfections. Let's select fingerprints. Quite like to use some fingerprints, which I just need to pick one. Yeah, I quite like this texture. And I did a mistake. Before importing from Quixel to Cinema 4D, you need to select the rendering engine to be Octane. And now it should work. I just closed my bridge, so I need to open it again. Okay, search for imperfections again. Fingerprints, and select the fingerprint we wanted. Okay, that's it. I'm going to open Node Editor and just select those 3 parts and put it in the glass pattern. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't work. Yes, now it worked. Going to select those 3 and plug it in roughness. I'll just move it a bit so we can see what's happening here. Again, find the right spot and just select the area for rendering so I don't render the whole image and I have faster results. All right, maybe something like this. Okay, and I want to see how the texture looks right now. So I'm just going to up the gamma a bit. And we can see it revealing here. And now we can fine tune the size to actually match the real life size. Just kind of trying to figure out. Yeah, that should be it. So I'm just going to fix the gamma and put a gradient here so we can control how much of the texture goes through and how translucent it is. Let's turn off this. All right. So I want this to be 50%. So we've got our roughness, but still have our imperfections. Yeah, it's actually a really subtle imperfection. Maybe let's just put this at 32, just like divisions of 4, because I'm using it in UI design. Maybe even less. Maybe even less. Oh, I see what's the problem. Let's put it up to 80. I'm just trying to fine tune this. Yeah, that should be fine. So now we've got the base of the candle. Maybe I want to make the inside a bit taller. So I'll just hide the cap. Select all the faces on top. All right. Move them up a bit. Turn on my cap. Yes. This is looking great. Just double check the picture. Yes, that's it. All right, I'm just going to close the Maya, save it as candle stream. All right, and now we need to do the gold at the top. So what I'm going to do is get back to imperfections. And let's just select metal. Or maybe not metal, because it's not actually metal. So let's select damage, or nothing here. So let's just go with fingerprints first. You'll already have them here. Node editor. Copy them. Paste it here. Right, that's it. Move them down, and we want to plug them to roughness. I'm going to actually copy the transform node too. Yeah, we already have it. All right. And I want this to be cubic. When I boost this, you should see it. Yeah, that's it. They are there. Maybe they are too big. Yeah, we need to make them quite smaller. So I'm just going to look at this material, small they are, copy it and paste it here. Yeah, maybe it's still too large. My judgment about sizes of the texture is not always the best. And you can see it right here, right now. All right, this should be it. I'm just going to copy this value here, so we actually have the accurate size. All right. I want this to have gamma 1. And we are again going to use gradient. I just love to use it because it gives me a lot of space to experiment of how I want the texture to look. Yeah, the reference of the candle is my design. I've kind of did this design one time already. Oh, you mean the whole candle if it's my design? No, it's the candle from Buttlers. Actually, I'm going to show it to you. I just bought it, and I was saying this at the start of the stream. I was kind of thinking about perfecting my 3D knowledge and something to practice on, and it was just sitting next to me. So I just picked it up and recreated it in 3D. It should be somewhere around here. I can't believe I'm just browsing Butler's website on my stream. Are there any filters up there? Yeah, it's this. It should be here. Yeah. This is it. It kind of looks different on the photo, but I have it at home. So I was using the actual real object as the reference, recreated in 3D, And what you are seeing is actually my right edit. So this is actually the render I did yesterday. So yeah, to that. Do we want it to be that visible? I don't think so, but we want the surface to be quite reflective, so maybe yeah, something like this. I don't want it to be very visible. So those two values should be near each other. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. You want this just to peak a bit. Yeah. Maybe further. It's maybe too much. A lot of my process is just fine-tuning shaders. And maybe I want to put some scratches in there. So I'll pick something from metal. We'll adjust it. So we want some clean, small cuts, but not too many of them. Yeah, maybe. Let's try to look at it in 3D. Oh, that's too much. Yeah, mild scratches. Yeah, we are going to adjust that, so I'm just going to download it. So RIP for the download time. Oh, we actually have it already. I'm just going to save my project again so we don't lose the progress. And now we are going to copy the metal, trickle, and combine the texture of the actual smudges with the texture of scratches. So we need mixed texture for that. We are going to make this texture 1, this texture 2. Oh yeah, I've copied the whole material. Just need this. Is this the texture I wanted? Oh, I'm going to delete this one. I'm kind of confused right now. Sorry about that. Yes, this is it. So we are going to combine those two. To replace this transform. Alright. So right now we should have scratches here too. Trying to look at it. Let's use it without the gradient for now. Right. Maybe let's make this white. Remember 25%. Just want to take a look. Yes, that's it. So yeah, we have our mild scratches here. We've got the imperfections on the candle actually. Sorry, my Cinema 4D started lagging. And that's why I say always save your work. Alright, it works. Hi Veet, hi Lubosh, how are you guys? And we are just going to create the design for the sticker of the candle. So I'm quite happy you've tagged along too. So welcome to the stream. If there's something off, just tell me, I'll adjust that. And I think I've kind of created this design previously, but I just need to maybe find it. There are some places it could be. Just search for it for a while. It's not here, it's not here, it's not here. Alright, maybe in this document, and if it's not gonna be there, I'm just going to walk you through how I've actually created a design, kind of created it, what fonts I've used to kind of get close to it, to get a feel. Okay, so we are going to recreate it. I'll create a new file for that and name it properly so I know for the next time. Okay, let's name it Candle Stream, and let's take a look at our shape. It's kind of rectangular, but it's a bit more tall, so just create a frame 1000 by 1000 because I want it to be high resolution. And let's make it a bit taller. Yeah, just slightly taller. I'm not playing on accuracy here. I'm just trying to create a 3D model quickly today. So the first thing we are going to need is going to be, I'm just going to show you, we are going to need to create those sides, this typo, and the actual center. So the sides, I'm just going to actually grab the candle and observe it myself. For the next stream, maybe I'm not going to be that shy and I'll show my face on the camera and you're going to see what I do. But for this, let's just place rectangle inside. Delete the fill, add a stroke, make it larger. Maybe 32, 36 should be good. Alright, so we've got that. We want to add the sense at home typo, sense of home. So I'm just going sense of home, write it, and I'm just going to use the New York font from Apple. You shouldn't use it in outside of the apps. It's the font that shouldn't be on websites, etc. Apple has rules for that, but for this little project it shouldn't be a problem. Let's make it bold. Maybe not bold, not medium. Yeah, semi-bold should do. Maybe 56. That's going to be it. Move it up to the top. And we need to create a typo that says room fragrance. At the bottom, I'm just going to match this size. Yeah, that should be it. So the bottom should be room fragrance. Fragrance should be this. Should be smaller. 36 maybe. That's it. And we are going to need to create shape like this. I'm just going to adjust it. Okay, let's add a fill. Going to be black. close to it. Maybe make it a bit smaller, a bit closer. And we need to create a center. Center is going to be the different texture because we want two textures. We want the base black texture with white text, and then there's going to be the second texture that's going to be kind of reflective, different color, you know. So I'll just write rosewood elements. Make it 2 parts. Change the fonts. I think we should use dim, medium, center it 60, maybe even bigger, 80. Yeah, that should do. Maybe even bigger, 88. That's quite like it. The text is maybe, I would say, a regular. So we are going to stay at that. Delete all the other. Yeah. Make the fill actually black. This white. The fill is not actually that black. It's kind of grayish. Hi man. How you doing? Okay, so we've got two textures. I'm actually thinking, let me just think for a second. I'm going to, yeah, we need to invert this because the white parts are going to be what the Octane picks, what the rendering engine picks, and the black parts are going to be what the rendering engine excludes. So we need it like that. Let's name this 002 because it's going to be second texture and this is going to be first texture, so 001. I'll export both of them to downloads and create a new folder for that. Name it candle. Save it. That should be it. And now let's open Cinema 4D. We've got our rendering engine. We've got our sticker texture. We want this texture to be actually flat, to not tile. And open the node editor. First things first, we are going to add a diffuse, which is going to be color of our texture. The problem is I'm just going to need to fine-tune the size. It looks kind of broken. Yeah, and now we have a problem. And as I said, sometimes 3D is about troubleshooting. Yeah, that's going to be it. And it actually mirrors. So I just need to... Yeah, this works better. Just need to play with this for a bit. Okay, let's enlarge it. Actually, position it. It's kind of stretched, so let's fix that and enlarge it again. Make it less stretched. I know that all the designers are actually crying right now. I just realized that you don't see what I'm actually doing. So yeah, this is going to be it. This is our diffuse. And now we need to add all the other elements. So I'm going to keep the transform and import the 002. And we are going to need two materials actually. We need this material and the material we've actually created. So we are going to place mixed material here, place it instead of this, make this material 2, and create another material that's going to be material 1. Okay, and for the material 1, we need to control the opacity. Yeah, that starts to look more like it. Yeah, that's it. I'm just going to change the color a bit so you can see we have like two materials and adjust the sizing even more. This is kind of the part where I need to fine tune this. Yeah, it's kind of glitching too. Maybe 8. We are getting closer. 1, maybe 15. That's too much. 12. We are getting there. And we need to adjust the size a bit. So, like this. As you can see, we don't have the shape quite right. So maybe I'm going to just adjust the edges. So I'm just going to select the bottom edges. Yeah. That's it. And the top edge we moved up to. Yeah. That's it. So we've got our sticker. There are lots of hacks how to do the stickers in Octane. It's not actually easy process. If you have like easier process, you can just tell me in a chat. I'm quite trying to learn this. I'm not here to learn you. I'm just trying to show you my learning path. I'm actually doing things. So if you know about a better way to do some things, don't be shy and just tell me. And I'm going to make this the material we need right now. So we need to be metallic. We need it to match the color. So I'm just going to need to find where can I control the color. I always forget that for metallic. Yeah, that's it. So we need this to look, yeah, more brownish. Yeah, I don't know if you know about, yeah, UV mapping. That's the thing I quite hate to do. I'm trying to figure out UV mapping right now. You know, this stream is not just about like I don't know everything. I'm just trying to figure out my way to do those things. I'm just like sharing my path with you. So if you actually have tutorial for decals in Octane, you can send it over to me in chat. And for the UV mapping, I'm trying to learn that, man. It's actually, I don't like it so far. Yeah, this is going to be more, yeah, maybe make it kind of darker. So let's just look at it. Yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? The problem with this is it's again maybe too perfect. So we need to add some imperfections and make it look more real life-like, and maybe add some bump so it actually has this 3D effect, you know. So let's just pipe this texture to bump. We should immediately see the results of that. Yeah, it's really subtle, but it's happening. So yeah, that should be that. And now we need to add some imperfection maps. So I'll just go maybe over those fingerprints. We're just gonna reuse them. Oh, you know what? We need some scratches. I'm actually looking at the candle. We need some scratches. Through the surface, you can scratch easily. So let's just click on scratched. Find some scratched texture. Yeah, let's download it. Yeah, Rhizome UV. I'm actually looking at that for like 2 days. So maybe I'll try that. Thanks for the tip. Like UV mapping is like real pain for me. It's pain for a lot of people. No one likes to do that. So I'll try it next time. Maybe in my next stream I'll try to show what I've learned with it. So let's just use those scratches on our, on this material. Just want to make some space for myself here. Sketch, you're saying? I'm just like trying to Google him. I'm just going to try. I think I know the guy. Oh, wrong. Sketchy. Tutorial? Oh no. Is he doing tutorials in Maya? Maybe just send me the link, you know. Yeah, automatic UV mapping would be better. That's what's Rhizome UV for. But I want to learn it the manual way, so I actually understand it before I try to, like, you know, automatize it. So I'm going to do. It's on my checklist on things I want to actually learn to do. If you can like send me some great tutorials you actually liked that helped you in a chat, I would be grateful for that. So let's pipe this up to the roughness, and I've actually nailed the size of the textures here. So I'm going to create a transform here. Doing anything? Okay, let's use gradients and look what's happening here. Yeah? Rhizome has tutorials? I didn't know that. I'm going to look on them. Let's pipe this in specular. No. Should be in roughness. I don't know why I don't see results. Yeah, it's in there. It's happening, you know. subtle, but it's happening. So we want this to be like 80%, or like 20%. Yeah, I think I quite like that. I'm sorry, I'm just going to sign in. Thank you for the links. Thank you for the links and everything. I just realized I didn't save the project for a while. So, alright, the next thing we are going to do is actually making the sticker material the black one, right? So we need to switch to glossy so it actually reflects something. Make the roughness 1. It should look something like this, and actually pipe some texture with some scratches again. It actually doesn't catch the fingerprint so much, so I'm just going to use some scratches. So maybe some mild scratches. Maybe we can use rubber. I don't know about that. Yeah, scratch rubber should work. I don't know if I can see the links in chat. Did you send out the links in chat? Should I do anything to like allow you to send the links? You know, you can see that I don't see any links, so I don't know why. But thank you for the tips, guys. It's actually real wholesome that you're helping me. Yeah, this looks like the texture I'm going to need. Yeah, let's download it. By the way, guys, I wanted to ask, I'm streaming right now on YouTube, but I was actually like really deciding about streaming on Twitch or YouTube. Which one do you think is better? Because I think that the bigger audience right now is on YouTube for creative, but prove me wrong maybe. I like to be proven wrong. Alright, let's copy those textures, pipe it here, and let's make this surface imperfect. Transform. Yeah, it's weird. Maybe I need to allow that. I'll just try to look at it right now. My channel, studio, live stream. Okay. The setting's not going to be here. Maybe in the comment section. Nothing for control. Let me just check again. You prefer Twitch and you prefer YouTube. Maybe tell me your reasons, guys, or I can try to restream it, you know, try to use restream. Yeah. I don't know, I need to figure out settings for YouTube chats, so I don't think I can find a setting now. Maybe later. So let's pipe this to the roughness. And let's use gradient again, so we can see what's actually happening here. Yeah, it's working. It's in there. Maybe I want to mix those scratches with some fingerprints too. Just tidy this up a bit. This goes here, this goes here. Right. And let's add the scratches. No, this smudges. Oh, I'm out of the window. I'm sorry. I have like ultra huge monitor. Sometimes I go out of the view. All right. Mix material. By the way, guys, we are like approaching the final results. Oh, all right. I can restream on Twitch though for you. And I was just saying that we are actually like, I don't know, it's going to take half an hour. Thank you, Lavosh. See you sometime later. I'm going to stream more and more. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm just going to ask if you guys have a feedback on how to improve the streams or anything. Just let me know. All right. So we need, I don't need this. I just need mix. All right. Just got caught up in my thinking. Let's pipe this to roughness. Just going to delete this gradient and place a gradient here instead. Try to take a look at what's happening in here. Yeah, we need to plug the transform in. I think I need to refresh my render view. Yeah, I can see some mouth scratches and fingerprints in there. Yeah, we can see them for real right now. The surface is not actually reflective at all. Maybe I just need to invert those two. Make them peek through. Yeah, that should be it. Yeah, this looks actually great. Alright, the sticker's quite small, but I'm not going to... Alright, send me the link on Facebook, thank you. And you can send me the link maybe on my Twitter. It's linked on my channel. That would be great if you could do that for me. And we are approaching the end. So we've got the actual candle. I tried to make the sticker smaller to see how it looks. Actually, the bigger sticker is better. But whatever. It's my second try on this 3D model. We are going to place it in some nice environment. So the first thing I'm going to do is disable Octane Sky. You can see that It's quite hard to do the shaders without this guy. And we are going to create our backplane. So I'm just going to switch views to the side. Yeah, to the side. Use blind pan. Let's create a backdrop for it. I'm just eyeballing it. All right. Send it over Facebook. And now we are going to need to chamfer it. Yes. No, I want to chamfer it even more. Chamfer it real big. Yeah, this should be great. Now we can switch to our normal view. Save it. Hold Alt and extrude it. Set it. Move it. No, I want to move. Yeah. The whole extrusion. Yeah, that's going to be it. Bit up. Yeah, that's it. I'll place this in the group. Rotate it. All right. Create a camera for myself. I love to use normal lens. Movie. On it. This. You can message me on Twitter. Okay, give me a second. I've just created all the accounts today, so I need to set everything up. All right, where are the settings? Settings and privacy. Yeah, you should be able to do that right now. As if I'm speaking about it. I just want to push this a bit more to the top so we can get some nice shadow on the camera. Yeah, let's create a new view panel. It will be outside of your view on Twitch. I have 32:9 screen. So I love to utilize the monitor screen actually. Thanks for the links, guys. Thanks for the efforts to help me. It means a lot. And now let's create a lightning. So I'll place a texture environment and make the texture black. So we've got actually darkness. And use array light. Oh, I've just moved my camera. That's not good. Okay, I wish there was a way to freeze a camera in Octane, and I think I knew that. Yeah, check camera. This should work. Yeah, that's exactly it. So we'll do the side light. I'd love to use 3-point lighting. So I'm just going to do this side. Yeah, I want it to go kind of from the top. I don't want the light to be hard, so I'm just going to make it larger. Even move it small. Yeah, that's it. So maybe make it less powerful. I don't like the shadows though. And I don't want to mess with the shadows either now, so I'm just going to move this down so we don't have a shadow. Yeah, that's better. Select the light, make it 100 again. Move it even further. It's actually nice. Oh man, what just happened? Okay, let's check the camera. Let's reset the render. Yeah, I like it like that. Let's add second light. So object lights, area light. Going to move it. It's going to be our frontal light. Going to be real huge. Just take a look at it without the light. Yeah, that's real better. Maybe make... Yeah, target tag. I couldn't remember that. Thanks for that, man. I just need to find it. Thanks for the tip. I really forgot about that. Do you know where is it? Retarget. Collision now. Yeah, here it is. Okay. It's going to help me a lot. Thanks, man. That saved my life, kind of. Yeah, it works. Thank you. Going to put it on the second one too. Just try the lightning. And we need the third light. So just add it. Put the target tag on it, like you said. Thanks for that tip. Move it. Yeah, we need to link the target. So target. Sorry about my English. Want it to go on the right side. Maybe even kind of frontal. Just kind of playing with it right now. Trying to see what's happening here with the lights. Yeah, I kind of like this light setup. Now we need to create a texture for backdrop. Kind of love to use the peach color for the backdrop too, so just to make it peachy too. That's another dimension to the 3D model. Just don't want it to actually kill the model. Alright. Looks actually great. Maybe we can add some more models here. So I'll create an instance for that. Need to find the instance. I think it should be here. Yeah. It doesn't look like that. So instance. Yeah, internal object. So let's try to rotate this. This music doesn't sound great. Let's just switch it. Want to see the bottom? Yeah, maybe something like this. I want the base object to be more in front. So just move it in front of the camera. Right, and create a third instance. It's gonna be somewhere down here, related differently. Maybe we don't want to see sticker on that one. Just want it to be like somewhere around here. Want to move this, rotate the base one a bit. So it looks, yeah, that's actually looking great. Move it down a bit. Move the view with it. Or I'm trying to just balance the composition and all. I liked it like that. Yeah, that's actually great. I just think I need to move this one more in the front. Right. That's how I like it. Right. And last thing, yeah, I think we need to make the bump more subtle. So let's just use floats on it. 0.5. Yeah, that's it. And I just want to create some nice focus here. It's going to be finishing touch. So let's grab a camera. It's not an imager. Yeah, depth of field. Just want some nice focus here. So it looks more real. For the camera imager, we need neutral response, and I kind of like to use highlight compression sometimes. Makes the highlights more subtle. Yeah, and that's quite it. That's our 3D model we've tried to create. I mean, my first try was maybe better. I think it looks a lot better with the sticker. But this is not good either, you know? This is not bad either. Maybe we want to adjust the background to be more colorful. So, about 20, maybe even more. Yeah, starting to like that. Yeah, that's it. Okay, guys. Thanks for tagging along with me today. I mean, I can just put it up for rendering and it's finished. That was just our practice on it. Honestly, I think that the first try was actually really better. So maybe if you want me to do something next time, like some object, you can always message me. I don't actually know what's going to be the next object, but I want to stream soon because this was really pleasant for me. I hope this was really pleasant for you too. And I guess we'll see each other on the next stream. Thank you for being on my first stream today here. I think I'll keep streaming on YouTube, but I can restream it to Twitch for Eurobin. And thanks for the tips, Andrew. Thank you for being here and see you soon, guys. Thanks, man.